Hi guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft and welcome to the Sister Starcraft English commentary. I am very happy to present to you another guaranteed to be epic, amazing, handpicked, juicy, explosive, climatic kind of Starcraft Broodwar remaster games brought to you by none other than myself, Namkraft, the only person in the world who sucks at this game and who is casting and playing at the same time. But I don't know why you're watching this, but if you are, I'd like to thank you right off the bat because for some of you are a little bit more equal than others. You have access to this video via a private playlist that is going to be mentioned in the video description. So just bookmark that playlist and make sure that you hang on to it. And also just check your email from time to time. These gentlemen whose names are going to be shown on screen are the one who have access to these videos early. I'm just going to quickly give a shout out. Mr. Daniel, thanks for your support in the last 30 days. Mr. Wang, thank you very much, Dragoon Boss, for your support in the last 3 days. Mr. George, Holas Comunistas, Mon Amigo, thank you very much. And last but not least, Mr. Sea Goblin, you guys have access to this video early, so I hope that you enjoy that. And yeah, let's get back right into this game. What are we looking at here? We're going to be looking at a nice Laddernet gameplay between Bisu and Hero. Protoss vs Zerg. Looks like Bisu is going to be located at the top right of the screen in the red color. Going for gateway opening, the map is Radeon. As for Hero, is going to be located at the top left corner of the screen. He's going to be going for early spawning pool. I believe it was 9 pool. The Overlord is on this other side of the map. And look at those beautiful stars just moving in, symmetrical, almost mirroring each other. Very, very nice. And looks like Bisu is going to be coming out and scouting his opponent right away. He's going to be having enough time to counter this. I hope he's going to have to stop this drone who's going to try to come out to expand. And yeah, that's right. I think Bisu has known that his enemy is going to be going for early spawning pool, so he's going to try to stop it. And looks like we have a second drone coming out. Bisu is going to have to be super careful here because his probe is slightly damaged. But at the last minute, it looks like Hero is allowed to just put on the hatchet very quickly. We're going to be having a Zelle created now from Bisu at his side of the map. And yeah, before the game gets set up, let me just quickly show you some relevant information in the world of Starcraft these days. So first of all, here are the top 10 Broodwar players. Today, I almost, when this video is released, almost. And Flash is now number 1 in Starcraft. Next to him, we have Action and Sharp Light. Soki has fallen down to number 5. All of the Protoss players have been shuffled off the board. We have 4 Zerlings coming out now from Hero. And as for Bisu, he's not even on this chart. So we shall see. I just quickly showed you his position on this chart. That is him right now, only at 12 to 13. Very, very small ELO score. And Hero is, of course, also a very, very good player. He's number 9 in the ELO ranking. So we shall see how these two players could be performing. And maybe I'm just going to also quickly show you the win rate of some relevant players. We have seen that in the last 30 days. Flash, Soki, Hero, and Bisu. And we just took a look at the win rate. You can see that Hero against Protoss is 61%. And Bisu against Zerg is only 40%, so it's going to be very, very tricky for for Bisu to be able to come out here with some nice wins. So let's see. Anyways, the last thing I want to check out, we're going to be having 3 hatcheries now coming in. 3 hatchery before tech from, oh my god, a single Zerling gets sniped very, very nicely then from Bisu. Of course, he's the king of micro. You can see his APM is hovering around 30, 40. And as for Hero, he's also a king of APM. I mean, his APM hovering around 500 is very, very normal for this guy. Anyways, going to be having a probe getting caught out here. Looks like Bisu is not paying attention. He's going to be losing his probe. He's going to try to move forward with some Zelle, but with those Zerlings, revealing themselves, we're going to be having Bisu's kind of backing up here. Looks like Zerling with speed is just started. It would take about 40 to 45 seconds to get out that upgrades. And for the time being, Bisu's going to be walling himself off with a Forge. He's going to be playing very, very safe here. Going to be going for Forge at the expansion in the core inside of the main. Of course, this is going to be giving him slightly faster Forge and faster cannons. Gonna have to cover this. Zelle is very, very damaged, but for the time being, he's gonna try to back up. It looks like Hero has started his Hydrodent. We're gonna be looking at some nice Hydro bust versus cannon action here. Of course, this spawning position actually doesn't favor Bisu at all. He's gonna be losing his Forge as well as his Great Gateway. Slightly unfortunate. But let's see how that is going to be going. Immediately we have, Zerling speed is almost about done, and Hydra speed has just started. We have about 7 Zerling just waiting out here in case the Zelle decided to do anything funky. Anyways, one more thing I want to show you, which is going to be the accomplishments of these players in ASL. So here are the accomplishments of some relevant players, and as you can see, Bisu has got what exactly? He's been in 13 round of 24, 12 round of 16, 7 quarterfinals, and only 3 semis. He's not been in any finals. And as for Hero, He's highly decorated. He's not yet been a winner in any ASL, but he's been in 2 finals and seven semifinals. He's a very strong player in that regard. And after season 19 of ASL was over, here is where things are standing. Flash is still number 1 with 4 golds, 1 silver, and 2 bronzes. And as for Soki, he's now 4 gold, 0 silver, and 1 bronze. So one more gold, and Soki would surpass Flash. Of course, if Soki doesn't get gold and he just gets silver or bronze, instead he will still be at number 2 instead of, you know, number 1. So that is something to keep in mind. Looks like we're going to be having Zelle moving across the map now. They're going to be super careful, not yet revealing themselves. These Hydras going to start to come out massive. We have +1 weapons upgrade is going to be delayed. I think the cannon is starting to come up. The second cannon, this cannon is slightly delayed. The Hydras have already been here, so they will start to attack the what is it? The Corsair is gonna come out, and Bisu will need to make some kind of decision. Looks like the number of Hydras is looking very high. They're gonna dive in right now. Looks like the Zerg is coming. Is Bisu paying attention? He has stopped attacking his egg because he's sensing some weird stuff happening now, and now he realized the extent to which the Hydralis bus is coming onto him, and these Hydras are starting to attack here. Looks like the Zetas have to react very quickly for the timing. Looks like this forge will possibly not complete, and looks like for the timing we're going to be having the Hydras trying to find that Corsair. The Corsair is going to fall. We have a second Corsair hanging on the back, and do we have any kind of additional attack? We don't have anything else. Looks like the Hydras has commands here. Hero has made the mistake to attack head on instead of trying to be going for the forge here. He gets all of the Zelle out though. The probe's to get pulled. The probe will be pulled on time. The probe is trying to put one of the Hydras get sniped. Looks like at the last minute the probes are doing good action. We have another Zelle that just pops out of the gateway. Nice micro. Looks like Hero gets trapped. Some of his Hydra's gonna fall back down. The Zella's gonna try to get as many Hydras as possible, but not able to do so. The last of the units gonna be falling here, and this forge need to focus attention on the forge. The forge completes with the upgrade. Nicely done. The forge will complete. It needs to complete now. I think we'll complete. Yeah, we'll complete for sure. And Bisu has got his +1 weapons upgrade coming up, which is gonna be very nice. We have another Zelle that just pops now. So for the timing, his upgrade is gonna be buying him a lot of time. Looks like Hydra's gonna try to snipe that cannon on the backside, but Hero has overcommitted in his attacks, and now supply-wise, Hero 40 and Bisu's 51. What is going on inside of everyone's bases? We're gonna be having a replacement forge, more gateway coming out from Bisu, and inside of Hero's bases, we're gonna be having Lair as well as 2 additional hatcheries and a Christian chamber. So far, I think this bus was a failure because it was not able to. Oh, we even have a drone here. It was not able to stop the forge from upgrading. And I think he's lost way too many Hydralis. Of course, Bisu's lost all of his Zelle, but he didn't lose too many probes. That is one critical thing, and I think he lost 1 Corsair. This Corsair, does he have any kills? It doesn't have any kills. So for the timing, looks like this Corsair is gonna retreat. Looks like Bisu has not yet has cancelled his +1 weapons air upgrade. That is a smart move. And now we're gonna be having ground armor as well as Zealot leg upgrade for the Corsair. So that's gonna be something that he's gonna be going for. And we do have a Templar archive coming up. So for the timing, both players are gonna be just waiting patiently, for the next part of the game. So that is gonna be the moment for me to do something else. In this, guys, I'm gonna just quickly show you the map stats and the map photo. So first of all, this is the map photo. Yeah, this is gonna be Radeon for you guys, just to quickly check here. And as for map stats, in the entire lifetime of Starcraft maps, here are the stats. So it looks like on this map, what do we have? Where is it? Radeon is 47.8% win rate for Protoss. Against Zerg. So it's all right. I mean, this map, I think, is gonna be staying for a long time. Looks like 1 Corsair is gonna get sniped. Very smart from Bisu to pull back, and I think Hero was not paying attention. But anyways, gonna be having units starting to move out. The Zealot have leg now. I think soon, right? Zealot leg is gonna complete very soon. This Hydra's gonna try to bust them, but Zealot leg will kick in very soon, and Bisu's gonna fall back, just waiting for more Hydras. And for the timing, both players are gonna be gearing up for the next part of the game. We have a drone coming out to expand at the bottom left of the screen. Let's see what kind of strategies we will have coming out now from Hero. He's making more Hydras. Bisu, he's gonna try to engage. His Zealot is not yet half lag. He's gonna be super careful. The number of Hydras is still very high. Looks like we're gonna be having some attack on one of the Zealot to snipe it. Very nicely done. And now the Hydra is gonna back out, and Bisu might still be facing another bus. I don't think so. This is a Spire. This is going to be a Spire completely spotted by the enemy. We have double Dark Templar, but this Overlord is still here, so it's gonna be very, very tough. And with this Overlord spotting like this, Storms could not be deployed because the moment the Hydra's move out, hero could actually see them, and we do have Archon getting Morphia and cannons going up. Looks like Bisu's gonna have to hold on here. He's got about 20 supply higher than his enemy, and we will have lurkers. Does Bisu have robotics? He doesn't. What does he have? He's gonna be building for just more pylon, but no robotics. He's gonna be stuck in his main for a while here. This one lurker is about to finish morphing. We have Zelle start to move out now, and there's gonna be a storm. He's waiting patiently. He needs to actually go for the storm. Looks like most of the players are just dancing back and forth, waiting for the right moment to attack it. We have Dragoons now, but robotics is very late. Oh, what is he doing? He's remaking his Templar archive. I'm not so sure exactly what is that going to be going for. He's trying to get this Overlord destroyed, and he's going to be super careful. There's a lurker already in position. Dragoon's going to have to pull back because they don't have... What is this storm? This is a ridiculous bad storm from Bisu. He's going to get pushed back once again, and he might be able to cast one more storm here. But this single lurker, where is it? And behind this Overlord is going to be protected nicely. We have, of course, checking out for the situation at the bottom left of the screen. What is happening inside of everyone's bases? Looks like he's going to be going for Maelstrom. Of course, Maelstrom is what you need. You also need to have robotics. He's rebuilt. He canceled his Templar archive. Of course, this is just a practice game, and robotics is so late. Robotics is so late, and this is the reason why Hero didn't anticipate it. So he only built one lurker. If he has built more lurkers, then he's going to be in a much better position to contain his enemy. But now looks like he's going to back up because he's sensing that there might be a drop. There could be, Dark Templar slipping around in various locations. So that is going to be something to keep in mind here. It looks like Bisu is going to just wait out here because his robotic is late. But Heroes allowing the enemy to actually build up the economy. And we're going to be having what now? More additional hatcheries going for Hero at the bottom of the screen. And just waiting for drop that is not coming because Bisu forgot to build his robotics. Around this time, a real Protoss player should be going for drops, like Meanie would be going for drop around this time, but he doesn't have any drops. And it looks like the next wave of lurkers is here, and Bisu is still ahead of supply, but he's got only 2 bases. He's built up a large amount of forces, but can he move out? Can he break away from this lurker contain? Looks like we're going to be having lurker contain slightly backward here because looks like Hero is not feeling that he's confident enough to actually block the enemy on this side of the map. He's just going to make sure that he's going to be able to block him from a little bit of a closer area towards his main base. Both the players are waiting patiently what kind of upgrades, as well as production we're seeing from Bisu. He's going to be going for armors upgrade. That is going to be +2 armors. And as for the enemy, we have +1 only on a nice Maelstrom. There's going to be a storm. He needs to move forward, and that is going to be a nice storm to kill most of these Hydras, and another great storm to destroy them. And this Maelstrom, the Dark Archon is going to have to kind of go back and recuperate his energy. And looks like Bisu is allowed to expand, and we have a stop lurker on the backside. This is a very, very nice cunning move by the Zerg player, sometimes just to wait for the Protoss player to send all of his probes out here, and then he just bam executed in a single go, in a single sweep. So that is going to be something to keep in mind. But I would rather want to see the lurker a little bit on this side. Okay, this cannon is going to be within reach of that lurker, so that lurker's got to have to move around here. I'm not so sure if Hero's going to be able to see that or not. Let's just quickly check his vision. And he sees the cannon coming up here, and he's gonna have to make his move very soon. We have, what is it, the Zelle attacking the bottom left of the screen, seeing a couple of Hydras here. We're gonna be having that major engagement. Observer is in the right location. The Hydras actually respawning a bit too late here, and the lurkers don't have enough support, and the first line of lurkers have been busted. The cannon's gonna come up right now. Let's see if Hero's gonna pay attention. He's gonna be looking to attack. The cannons come online. The cannon's gonna be online. It looks like Hero's not paying attention. The cannon is not within reach of that lurker. Excuse me. Oh my God! It looks like that lurker's gonna be doing so much damage in about a few moments time. We shall see. That lurkers is still waiting patiently in the back here, and Bisu's gonna be able to hold this side very, very nicely here. But what is about that lurker? That lurker is a thorn in the eye, a kind of a nail in the coffin here. Zella's gonna try to move this side, but they don't have the support of the Observer. They have to pull back now. Excuse me, small attack happening, but I fear for Bisu because his army is just completely dead meat to this attack. We have another Maelstrom, which is not bad. He needs to have more storms. The storms are nicely done here. This lurker is still waiting patiently for the probes to return, and Bisu clear out the rest of the lurkers. Very, very nice engagement for him, but he's gonna have to back up. This Archon finally gets sniped. Very clumsy attack from both of these players, and now the probes get sent. It looks like Hero's not paying attention. He's gonna be just possibly, maybe he's forgotten about it, or maybe, okay, now he's attacking, and Bisu is gonna be good reaction from Bisu. Not bad. He loses, I think, a couple of probes, but at least he was able to react instantly in that attack, and Observer's gonna get sent to that area very, very quickly. Observer has got speed now, so that's nice. Anyways, looks like Bisu's winning this battle in the middle side, and Hero is allowing him to do it. What is gonna be the situation? We're gonna be having more engagement. Looks like Bisu's running out of High Templars. He doesn't have many High Templars. We have 2 Zelle coming out to clear those areas, and Bisu is gonna be able to do some nice storm here. The Lurkers are actually not supporting the army from Hero. He's gonna have to back up and more attack. And look at these huge line of Lurkers not being used. He's gonna come forward now. Bisu's gonna get supply. He's gonna get surrounded from the north side. Need to back down. Does he see it? He sees it. He's gonna back the rest of his Dragoons down very, very nicely. Then these Lurkers actually badly positioned, and beautiful storm to start to attack them and kill them instantly. Need to actually send some Dragoons towards the north side. He get 1 Lurker. He might want to get another Lurker, so these Lurkers are gonna try to move forward. And Bisu's gonna try to pull back, and he gets how many Lurker? He gets another one. And he's gonna have to back down on supply-wise. Hero is behind by only about 4 supply, and Bisu is on 3 bases. And as for Hero, he's also on just 4 bases. We're going to be having more battles happening soon. Very, very nice attacks from both sides. What kind of tech are we seeing inside of Hero's base? He's not going up in tech. His tech, progression is very delayed. He's just got hatcheries and some efficient jammer. Let's check the upgrades on the forces here. +2 weapons and +2 armor for the Protoss side, and as for the Zerg side, we only have +2 weapons, excuse me, on the Hydras. No additional upgrades from both of these players. There's going to be another storm getting ready here. Bisu has upgraded the energy upgrade for the High Templar, which means each High Templar can cast 2 storms, 3 storm maximum. The rest of the High Templar is going to come now. He casts a great storm, kind of a slow reaction from Hero. He might cast another storm. These Lurkers become operational now, but they're going to get deployed, or what? They will get deployed, and it looks like Bisu's going to back up here. Both the players are fighting for the Middle Earth here. The battle is raging on. 60-minute mark of game, and rest assured this game is not going to be ending soon, because both the players are going to be in a very, very nice balanced situation. And Bisu is almost, mined out in his main. He's going to have to protect his bases, and we're going to be having just Observer checking for decision. Looks like there's nothing in the bottom left here, just some drones. We don't even have like Sunkens, so if Bisu can slip a Dark Temple there, it's going to be nice. He's checking. He want to make sure there's no hidden expansion, so he can just focus on trying to win the middle area here. There's going to be some small engagement, and does Bisu sees it. He sees his forces. The Zelle's going to try to come out, and there's going to be Lurkers on this other side. It looks like these High Templars need to cast a storm right now. He started casting a storm. Bisu casts 1 storm. Not bad. He might want to cast another one just to damage this group of Hydras on the downside. And he does cast those storms and damage and kill off several Hydras. So very, very nicely done for Bisu. What is going to be the next situation? Bisu is trying to gear up with more forces and even supply between these two players, which normally is not so good for the Protoss player. But in this case, because Hero doesn't have tech, he doesn't have Defiler mount. So, Storm can just scale really, really well here. Some most attack. It looks like there's going to be a nice surround. Nice surround here from Hero. He's going to try to surround. He gets several Hydras. It's going to be a nice battle. He doesn't have enough Hydras to finish up the job. The Lurkers are still very, very deep, behind the Hydras, but we're going to be having enough Zelle to come out and clear the rest of the forces. I think there's going to be another storm that hits several Lurkers now. And Bisu's going to have to retreat the rest of the forces and make sure he can save everybody and, keep them for another engagement later. There's going to be an Archon getting Murphy. Nice Hydralis targeting the Dragoons and killing them one by one. The Archon's going to have to come out and destroy some forces. Nice battle in the middle area at the end of this attack. Looks like Hero's the one who wins, and Bisu has down to 20 supply. He's getting pushed back hard. He's trying very hard to fight. It looks like there is going to be nothing that is, all of a sudden Heroes is running out of steam, and these Lurkers are going to try to fall in, and I guess they would wanted to come out and support it, but there's nothing. Looks like this probe trying to expand, but Bisu is running out of steam. As for Hero, he is also just mass making Hydras. He's not making anything else. Could there be something that Bisu could do? Because Bisu is mined out in his main. He's only mining from one location. He's sending a probe around in various locations of the map, and now Hero is ahead by about what is it exactly? 30 supply. 30 supply. Can Bisu do any kind of comeback here? We're going to be looking at the situation inside of everyone's base. It's just a mineral count. Looks like Hero still has very healthy bases, but he needs to expand soon. Or maybe he thinks that he has been trading well, and he's going to be sticking with just his basic forces and trying to win Bisu that way. But Bisu is amassing a scary amount of High Templars. He's got about 5 High Templars, which means they can actually just build a lot of Zealot. From there, we are seeing a single Dark Templar getting made by Bisu. He's checking around with his Observer to see where are the Overlords located on this map. There are very few Overlords in these locations, especially at the bottom of the screen. And that Dark Templar is going to be coming out very soon. Now, I think that Dark Templar is getting mixed in with the group somewhere. There's a Dark Templar. We shall check it out at some point in the future. But for now, looks like there's going to be more attacks coming through, and Bisu is going to be moving this in this middle area. Nice attack in the middle of the map. And as for Hero, what is he thinking about? We shall see. Okay, there's gonna be a small engagement in the middle map, and Bisu's gonna get pushed back. He's got enough Hydra to actually cast a storm. This Dark Templar is gonna walk right through the middle area, and looks like Hero is not seeing it. He's not seeing the blood. There's gonna be a small engagement on this side of the map, and there's gonna be a nice beautiful storm to hit several High Templars. It's gonna be several Hydras to get them pushed back here. Supply-wise, Hero is still ahead by about 30 supply. Hero is going to try to come through and snipe the Hydra player. Both of the players actually not microing hard enough here. Nice storms and bad dodge coming from Hero is going to get pushed back, and Dark Templar is going to be what we're going to be looking for. We have a single Overlord finally that pops here, and Bisu's going to have to fight hard. They need to actually engage in the battles while attacking. Looks like Hero's got a unsurmountable lead. It's going to be impossible for Bisu to do anything. He's going to need to attack against this area as the Dark Templar move in. He's gonna move in right now. It looks like there's nothing to see. Looks like Hero's not paying attention. There's gonna be Observer getting sniped. Zero Observer getting sniped so far. There's gonna be a nice attack. The Dark Templar is gonna be attacking. He needs to get the Hydra. There are two Hydras, and they both died. The Hydras have died, and that Lurker, how much health does he have? He's got 2 health remaining. He's killing so many drones. It looks like Hero's not paying attention. Where's his attention? He's not looking at that area right now. He's losing every single drone, and supply-wise is falling very, very quickly. It looks like Bisu decided he's going to try to expand here. And at the last minute, finally, we have Hydras clearing those forces out. And now Hero's realized the problem that he's in. Hero is still leading by about 15 supply. But I don't know how much he can have here to win the game. He's got a huge amount of forces. And as for Bisu, he's got so many storm potential. He's got easily something like, I don't know, let's check out his, his groupings. I guess we can see his grouping. By the way, I don't know how to see the groupings of the other player. It looks like Bisu just grouping up some random forces together here. And there's going to be a nice attack. Looks like this Lurker in the wrong location. In the wrong location, they get completely massacred. The other forces on the left side is not getting engaged here. And looks like Hero's losing so many forces. He gets pushed back on the side of the map. Supply-wise, Hero is still ahead by about 10 supply, but Bisu, huge amount of Hydra. It's going to be a problem. Finally, we have some cannons coming up here because we don't have Defiler, which means cannons are very, very effective against Zerg player. Because Hydra is on the low ground, they're not so effective against cannons on the high ground. We're going to have a quick expansion also coming from here, from Hero here. It's the 7 o'clock. There's going to be another major battles here. These Lurkers need to get grouped up together. Looks like Bisu is waiting for these cannons to come up before he decided to take another expansion soon. His prop line is very, very thin. Both the players are actually not trying to make any kind of big moves. We have, what is this now, Carapace upgrade. I guess these forces are on +2 Carapace. Is going to be going for +3 Carapace at some point in the future, and Hero's going to be waiting out here, just waiting to dive in. He's going to be super careful. He has got a huge amount of forces. Hero is leading by about 30 supply, but with that Defiant attack, this supply surplus means nothing because Storm, you cannot count Storm in supply. Storm is an invisible supply, guys. I mean, a single Storm is something like, I don't know, 5 or 10 supply. That's going to be a nice attack. It looks like Bisu's going to turn around, and that's going to be the signal, I think, for these forces to move on this high ground. Possibly looks like Bisu's trying to kind of come out here, and looks like there's going to be a nice concentric circle set up by Hero on the various part. Look at this huge battle stations by both of the table. We have an engagement right here, and looks like Hero needs to reinforce with the rest of the forces coming from the left side. He's not yet engaging. These Lurkers are falling very, very quickly. Dragoons first, destroying them, and Heroes, most of the forces from Heroes not yet responding to the crisis here. And looks like at the last minute, Bisu's gonna have to back up. He's gonna cast maybe one more storm, possibly. But they're gonna have Lurkers from this other side. Is it gonna be in fast enough or not? These Lurkers have deployed themselves way too late. But it's gonna be several storm on those Lurkers. Beautiful storm. More Hydra casting so many storms on these Hydras, and Dragoons attacking these Lurkers on the top side. We have observers. They are the observers. Bisus is running out of forces, but I guess Hero doesn't have enough to finish up the game here. But this base is now separated from the rest of the army, which is gonna be a problem now. Looks like Hero just wants to make sure that Bisu cannot send probes towards the new base, and that is his only concern here. We might have a storm on those forces. Does Bisu see? Doesn't see it just yet. It looks like these forces are going to be waiting. It looks like Bisu need to clear out these forces on this other side. There's going to be a beautiful storm. It looks like no reaction. Slow reaction from Hero to lose all of his Hydras here, and he's going to be morphing those into Archons now supply-wise. Bisu's catching up supply, and as for Hero, he's got more drones here, but his main is mined out. His expansion is mined out. His third base almost mined out. There's going to be another engagement out here. The reinforcement from the southern side is not getting involved in the equation here, and Bisu's going to be cleared. His probe gets sent towards the new base. He gets out the last Lurkers, and these forces need to get involved right now. Looks like Bisu is having a nice easy time because he's only attacking on one front, not two fronts like Nazi Germany in World War II had to attack and defend from two different locations. But anyways, now Hero comes forward, but it's a little bit too late. He's gonna try to get on this high ground, but there's gonna be a tombstone for the Zerg player. There's gonna be so many storm get casted, and 4 Lurkers easily roasted by the cannons. And now Bisu's ahead by about 15 supply. The game is coming through hot and cozy, guy. 24th minute mark of the game, and we still are not sure who's going to be the winner here because Bisu has kind of come back from the dead slightly. He's got his 4 bases, and he's got his tech advance, which is very, very nice. He's got +2 weapons, +2 armor. There's going to be more attack observer checking out for the situation, and there's going to be a chance for Bisu to attack one of the side here. These Lurkers are going to get morphed, and let's see if Bisu's going to be able to attack before those Lurkers become operational. I'm not so sure. Anyways, this base is about to get mined out as well. Looks like it's going to be both the players that are waiting patient, and Bisu is checking out for the various location. He wants to make sure there's no hidden bases. These lurkers are going to get deployed on this other side. Dragoon's going to come out because Hydras are not in the right location. There's going to be a storm on all of those Hydras. Very, very nice pullback, and Bisu gets how many lurkers? He gets about 2 lurkers. Beautiful storm that hits so many Hydras, but there's going to be some target fire on the Archon here. But at the last minute, I think Hero has wasted way too many Hydras for the price of 1 Archon. His supply-wise, Bisu is now leading by 20 supply, and Hero has expanded once again towards the 830 position. We're looking at the 24th minute, almost the 25th minute mark of the game now, and now Bisu has seen that how many bases enemies got. The only base he doesn't see is this map, is this location right, the 830 position. As for Hero, he is not yet he's not upgrading anything else. He's just practicing with basic units here. He wants to kind of hone his lurker micro, if that is the thing. Nice attack coming through, and this Archon once again is going to be buying so much time. There's going to be a storm, and that Archon is going to get safe here. It looks like at the last minute, Bisu is going to come through because those Hydras are not getting involved. The reinforcement from the left side is not getting involved at all. Zelle is going to try to plow through here. There's so many lurkers. The lurker line is very deep. There needs to be a storm on those 3 lurkers. Bisu sees them, but he's not yet casting a storm. Both the players are micring furiously here. And we're going to be having lurkers coming through once again just to contain the enemy. There's going to be more storm. A single Hydra gets sniped. Bisu's not reacting. He needs to cast a storm. Beautiful storm to clear out so many Hydras on this other side of the map, but those storms are kind of, hitting the same target. Not very nice. Bisu's going to get pushed back, and can Hero win? Hero's supply is falling faster. Bisu's going to try to engage on this other side of the map. He gets more Hydras. And at the last minute, he's going to have to back up. Dragoons are clearing up the last of the Hydras here. There's only 1 lurker remaining in this group. There's 1 lurker here. Reinforcement from the back is not getting deployed. And now Bisu is, of course, he's still mining very nicely from his 4 bases. This probe is going to mine out, and Bisu is going to be looking forward. There's going to be new bases coming up. Bisu comes out and clears several lurkers, which is nice. And it's going to be another engagement at this side of the map. We need to have a lurker connect. Looks like Bisu's force is looking stronger than Hero's force, but we want to check out this Dark Templar trying to go and do some sneaky business at the bottom left of the map here. More nice Dragoon forces coming through, and this might be a choke where all of this force is going to get stormed to that. Beautiful storm that hits so many forces, man. The Archon died, but that is a price that Bisu is willing to pay here. He's clearing out so many forces, and if these forces reach the main base of Hero, the game is almost over, because those are all where the tech buildings that Bisu is going to plow through. He knows that he can just wait for his Hydra Plus to cast storms on these incoming forces. We have a Dark Templar coming through and clearing these drones as well. So many kills on that lurker, and GG from Hero. It looks like Bisu is going to give it. If you enjoyed this, guys, if you buy him confident, that's it's going to be in this. Bye bye.